Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live tonight with some of the coolest guys in the world. I got my man from Level Up Sports 10, Moss Bird.
How's it going? How's it going,
Pretty
everybody?
good, pretty good. I
Appreciate
also got
you
my
having us.
man Isaiah Brooks, better known as Zay. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. Living.
And then I got nephew. What's up, bro? You good, bro?
What's up, fellas? How y'all
What's,
living?
what's going on, man? Little brother, man.
Blessing. What's up,
And
big
good,
Good
bro?
to see you.
and good to
Tap,
have
tap,
you in
salute.
here. You already know it, man. Definitely.
Sure. And then we got my man Kevin Bird in the house. How you
Well,
doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. What's up, fellas? Thought I'd
What's
jump
good,
on for a
Kev?
little while.
Good to
Good
see you,
shit,
man. Good to
good.
see you
Glad
again.
You
to see
too.
you.
Likewise,
Glad to see
likewise.
you. All right, well, if everybody good, man, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna jump right on in this thing and get busy. First up,
Yes, sir.
we got number 16 Utah at Arizona State. Utah is favored by 4.5, but the over and under is 45. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna let y'all go first. I'm gonna let y'all have the floor today for
I'm
sure.
gonna go with the over on that game, and I like Arizona State to upset Utah.
Ooh. Mm.
Okay.
Man, listen. Utah, that's a good football team. They've been depleted on the year through injuries. The quarterback situation. He should be all right though. I think he's back. Ain't he back? I think he back. So I seen Arizona State play a few times. I don't think they got nothing for Utah. So I'm gonna take Utah. They cover the spread.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Utah. Uh, Utah's always been plagued by the injuries. It seems like the injury bug lives in Utah. I like what Arizona State doing, but I just feel like they ain't ready yet.
I
They
agree.
they they still a couple people out. They may keep it close for a while, but I just feel like as far as a personnel standpoint, Arizona State just ain't got it yet.
I think Utah, of course, we know what they have in Cam, what they missing when he's there, what when he's not. I feel this is a game they actually get. I think they cover the 4.5. I'm gonna take the over because I feel like they both gonna put up points in this game. They always do, especially these typical games this late in the season. And plus, Utah is still in the hunt, for a position. So being 4-1, that is, I think this is a game they definitely want to get this point of the season as well.
Man, when I'm looking at that +4, man, for Arizona State, that's kind of saying that Cam Rising might not be where he
Yeah,
needs to be, man.
that's what I was looking at. Like the +4, I just felt like I don't think Cam is playing. I feel like it'd be at least uh 2 touchdown, 10 or
Yeah.
higher if he was in. So let me revise that. If Cam's not in the game, I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona State pulls the upset because it feels like, although I forget who the guy is who Utah's backup is, it just feels like Cam knows that offense like the back of his head. I mean, he's only been there 20 years, but it
Right.
just feels like he is Utah. So when he's playing, they're just a completely different team. And without him, it's like all the other guys forget what their job is. It's like they just give up if Cam is not suited up. They're a completely different team without Cam. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'll still take Utah, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cam's not playing if they lose.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still going with Arizona State. I think they're gonna pull an upset myself, and I'm taking the over because I think they both can get in the 20s. So I'm gonna take the over that 45.5. But I'm gonna take them for the upset. I'm gonna take them for the upset for sure. Yeah.
City League.
City League
Do
TV?
what it do, what it do.
What's going on, T?
What it do? What up, bro?
We just
What
on
up?
that.
What up?
Mm-hmm.
We just on that first game, T1. We got number 16 Utah at Arizona State. You still there?
Utah. Yep, Utah.
Gerald clicked up. You got
Utah.
Utah? Okay. Okay. All right, next one. We got South Carolina at number 7 Alabama. Alabama is favored by 21, and the over and under is 50.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
Man, I like South Carolina to cover that spread. That front seven that they got, I'm real impressed. They young, but they get after it. That Alabama defense, I'm not impressed. I think people can score the ball on them. I know they're gonna come out with some fight and a punch from losing that last game, but I definitely think this is gonna be maybe a 2-touchdown game.
Alabama has something to prove from last weekend. Now their defense played crappy, so I think the defense is going to play a lot better. I'm gonna go with the over, and I think Alabama's going to cover that spread as well. I think Alabama going to come on early. You might see the first quarter 17-3. Alabama going to come out swinging early. So I'm going to take Bama the spread. I mean the point spread, and also I'm going to go with the 50.5 over. That's my take.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Alabama, they got something to prove. South Carolina is trying to lick their chops, feeling like they're going to try to sneak in and grab one like Vandy did. And Kalen DeBoer, he had them guys ready. I'm very familiar with Kalen DeBoer. And I feel like he get on them early and often, and it gets ugly real quick.
I'm an Alabama. I like Ryan Williams. I actually spoke about Malachi Moore earlier in the first few weeks about our college football. I think if Malachi Moore plays, I think he makes a statement on the defensive side.
Yeah,
I think it's an SEC battle. South Carolina is going to fight. I have South Carolina with the points. That's tough to give them the points the way the SEC been banging this year with each other and the comebacks and things like that. And I do have the under. I feel Alabama could put some points up if they get away, but we see how they could struggle when they do that. But I have the under with this one, and South Carolina on the points.
yeah, I'll take the under too. I think it's going to get ugly quick, and then it just ends up just being just not quite a touchdown game. But I'll take the under. It'll be right under. I think it'll be somewhere like 42-7. You know, literally right under. But I feel like Alabama's defense come out and make a statement. I'm not sure if that was Malachi Moore who was heated at the end of that Vanderbilt game while they was taking a knee, but one player, I'm not sure if it was number 13 or 16, but he was highly pissed off.
Yeah.
And I feel like Alabama's defense come out and make a statement.
I'm going Alabama, and I'm going Alabama to cover the spread. I'm looking for them to bounce back after how they looked last week. I'm looking for them to bounce back in a big way. So I'm looking for them to cover that 21 and win and try to fool America into thinking that, you know, they're a top 5 team.
He said, "Fool."
Yeah. I'm just being
I was riding with South Carolina, man, ever since they had that good showing against LSU, man, and they ain't did dilly squat since. I'm not picking them bombs no more, man. Alabama gonna rout the hell out of them. They gonna cover the 21. They probably gonna score 50 themselves and have it over.
I think I'm with you. I'm with you there too, big bro. That's where I'm kind of leaning to. I know they're gonna hit the 40s. So really, I would go in the others too because Alabama's gonna be mad. I'm just trying to tell you, and it's a perfect team to be mad against.
What was
Yeah.
what was the final score of that game last week against Ole Miss? How much Ole Miss ended up winning by? Because I forget.
Against who? South Carolina?
Yeah.
They dumped them. Yeah, they dumped them.
Oh,
Yeah, they smashed.
go ahead. Give me the over 2, man. Just give me Alabama all the way.
Y'all
Take
gotta
the
think
31
though.
too.
Y'all gotta think though. Bama the head of the class, so they gonna get everybody's best shot.
Yeah.
All day.
I
That's their
want to.
Super
I
Bowl.
want to take the over, but I feel like Kalen DeBoer. I just feel like you don't get coaches like how Oregon was when we had Chip Kelly in their era. He never took the foot off the gas. He didn't care if it was the fourth quarter and we was up by 50. He was going for touchdowns. I feel like if Alabama get on them early and often, Kalen DeBoer, he's going to take his foot off the gas, and I just don't feel like they're going to get it. I'm not going to be surprised if they get 50, but I just feel like it'll be right under, like with the 42-7. I don't even think they're going to get 7. I want to say 6. I think 2 field goals is all they get.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next up, we got Stanford at number 11, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is favored by 23.5 points, and the over and under is only 45.5. I guess Stanford ain't going to score no points.
At all.
What's your thoughts?
I think Stanford upsets Notre Dame, and no, I'm just joking. Yeah, this is gonna be an easy win for Notre Dame. Well, it should be an easy win for Notre Dame, but I just don't see Stanford putting up any type of fight. I'll take that Notre Dame with the points, and it's definitely gonna be. Well, it might be over just by Notre Dame standards, but I don't think they get over. I think Stanford maybe has 3. Notre Dame like somewhere 38-3.
Stanford's record.
I think they're like 1-4 or 2-4, something like that. I think they only got 1 or 2 wins.
Yeah,
Let me go get my computer.
Definitely cover that spread. 45.5. I'm gonna go under.
Let me pull it up too.
Yeah, this game is.
Just give me Notre Dame in that one. I ain't worried about. Just give me Notre Dame.
For this one. It's funny. It's funny for me. I got Notre Dame on a win, and it's something about this 45 and this 23 that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I got Stanford with the points, but I got Notre Dame with the win, and we can't forget Freeman on the hot seat. So don't let Stanford come in South Bend and put you back on the burner. I'm gonna just say that because we know how Notre Dame can step up and rise to the occasion, but then again, we know how things could be, at the same time. Just looking at the past few years earlier this season. But I definitely got Notre Dame winning. They definitely been winning games week in, week out. I think they cracked this win. If they do in a big way, you can't leave them out the playoff the upcoming week. That's just my opinion.
I definitely agree with what you was talking about with Notre Dame. I just don't feel like Stanford got the personnel to upset anybody.
Notre Dame.
They just lack the firepower.
The 5 automatic bids, and then the next 7 highest teams. So Notre Dame, they're definitely in the realm of making the playoff as we currently speak. So from here on out, I think it's just about winning. The spread, they should be able to cover that spread. It'll be close. I'm thinking it's going to be 31-10, something around there. They probably won't get that spread, though, because that offense is just not high-powered enough, in my opinion. But definitely the under. You definitely, if you're a betting man, probably should go under.
What sucks about Notre Dame is their schedule was set up for them at this stage right now with let's say everything happened the way it was supposed to happen except for Notre Dame didn't lose the Northern Illinois.
Right.
Notre Dame would be top 3 right now. With the way their schedule was set up, they should be undefeated. They would have been going into the USC game undefeated. Their schedule was set up as long as they handled Texas A&M, they was scheduled to make a 7-8 game run.
The first 10 games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all go, and after you finish, I'm gonna say this about this game specifically. It's gonna joke y'all out too.
Stanford is actually 2-3. They beat Cal Poly in the first game 41-7. Then they beat Syracuse
That's a good one.
26-4.
That was a good
I forgot they clipped Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then they got thumped by Clemson 40-14. Then they got crushed by Virginia Tech, who lost to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And who really beat Miami.
Yeah, 31-7. And yeah, that was it. No, wait a minute. Did they beat No, that's last year. Okay, yeah, that's it. They 2-3.
2-3.
And you the crazy thing about this game is a few years ago, Notre Dame came in. They was 3-3. They was actually 3-2 before the game. Stanford was around the same time. October 15th is when they played, but they're playing a few days before October 15th. Stanford went in to South Bend and got the upset. Let's not forget that. Keep that in mind. So the Stanford Notre Dame matchup, I feel that's a big game this week. So I think that could be a toss-up. Like we say, we know it
definitely
Notre
is.
Dame have, and it's still another team that we just fully don't know. And we'll see more this weekend, definitely.
It's like an unwritten rivalry. I just feel like even with Notre Dame's ridiculously young and inexperienced offensive line, I just feel like they got too much defense and too much weapons in the skill positions for Stanford.
That Riley Leonard, he barely throws passes, man. I mean, he likes to run a lot, but he barely throws passes. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think I know Notre Dame's going to win the game. They are going to win it, but they're not going to cover that 23.5, and they're going to definitely be under that 45.5. I just don't see a whole lot of points being scored when you can't throw the football. All you can do is run.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got number 22 Pitt at Cal. Pitt is favored by 3.5, and the over and under is 58.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
58.5.
Man, that spread is based off of Cal holding Miami close to the wire, man.
Yeah, I was about to say this
spread ain't. Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, Pitt gonna smash them, bro.
Yeah, I feel like this is set up for a perfect letdown for Cal. I feel like they was pretenders in the Miami game and caught Miami slipping, and to blow a lead like that, it's automatic hangover. Like you can't just rebound from a blowing a lead like that. I don't care what coach says in practice. I don't care what coach does. They come out flat, and I feel like Pitt routs them by 21.
Hey, let me share something with y'all. Cal lost to Florida State. I'm gonna leave it at
that.
You know, respectfully, I say nothing.
So I'm taking the points. So I'm taking the points too. If it's just 3.5.
I'm going ahead. Yeah. I'm going with Pitt. Pitt's in that ACC. People got to take Pitt serious. They got a defense that plays football, and we talk about secondary all the time. Some teams that do have a secondary, some teams that don't. This is one team that does have a secondary, and I feel they definitely going under. There's no over in this at all, and I say that on the strength of Pitt's defense. They come out and they win this game big. They are undefeated week 8 of the college football season. And after this weekend, I think people are going to be on notice about Pitt as well. New team in the top 25 also.
I'm definitely going Pitt. I'm going under. I mean, Cal gonna get smoked early. Pitt is for real. Like he said, Pitt got a damn good defense, so I'm going with Pitt all the way. They're gonna cover that spread too. That's real easy to cover Pitt.
I mean,
All right, so
that game is in Pitt. It's not in Cal. It's in Pitt. It's in Pitt.
yeah, but just a quick little recap with this undefeated Pitt team that we're believing in the defense, and you know they're in the top 10 and with top 25. I mean, so they got a win against Kent State. They have a 1-point win against Cincinnati. They have a 4-point win against West Virginia. They blew out Youngstown State. And they have a 10-point win against North Carolina. So I'm going to say I'm not impressed with Pitt at all. They're just over there in that weak ACC. They haven't really played anyone. And, I mean, although they will win this game, they're going to win this game, but it's and those 2 points is, I mean, 3.5 points, they're gonna get that too. But yeah, not impressed, and you know they rank right about where they should be ranked at, and they're undefeated. So anybody mad about an undefeated team ranked down at 22? Look at their schedule.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm taking Pitt and the points. I'm gonna take the over too because I don't think neither one of them gonna play that great a defense to where they ain't gonna keep somebody. Where they gonna keep somebody from scoring any points. But I'm gonna take Pitt in the 3.5, and I'm gonna take the over at 58.5.
You sure it's at Pitt? No, because I mean only 3.5. You sure it's at Pitt?
Yeah, I looked at it again. I had it backwards. It's in Pitt.
It's in Pitt.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next one then. One of the good ones. Number 4, Penn State at USC. Penn State is favored by 6.5, no, 5.5, and the over and under is 47.5. Who want to go first on that one?
Let me go first. I think this might be the best game on Saturday. I think both teams going to score.
Woo, that's some fire right there, bro.
It's down to maybe the last drive of the game. USC need to win this game bad. They need this win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Damn. 47.5. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go USC with the upset.
Yep. I agree. I'm taking the over, and it's really nothing against Penn State. I just feel like USC needs it more, and they know that. And I feel like that's what's going to carry them to the win. Before the season started, they had USC's win total at 8 wins. Wow. I took that bet.
Did you?
Because I felt like USC could lose all their big games and still win more than 8 games. So they need this one bad, and that's just solely why I'm taking them.
Hey, you think
Penn State needs this game just as bad, though, because Penn State has to prove that they're ready to take that next step.
What was your question, City League?
I was just saying, if you think that was that L they took to Minnesota, one of those big games that he's thinking about.
I didn't expect that. That's what sucked because I don't know how they lost that game.
Right.
I don't even know how they lost to Michigan. Michigan threw for 32 yards. How do you lose?
The same reason why they're about to lose to Penn State. It's welcome to the Big Ten, baby.
Well,
when you playing in big boys. It's welcome to the Big Ten. So I'm definitely taking Penn State,
Yeah.
and I'm leaving the points alone, and I'm going with the under because it's welcome to the Big Ten.
Yeah, Big Ten ain't all what it's hyped up to be.
I know, but that is so we just gonna show the newcomers that come in what
Yeah,
it's
we done
about. So
we
that's
done
how they
team.
lost to Michigan,
Yeah,
who threw
it's
for
back to pack.
103 yards.
It's back to pack, man. We them
So-
teams out west. And see now I'm changing it. USC by 14.
Oh Lord, he done put his heart into it. Oh gosh. Oh God.
USC by 2 touchdowns.
He done put his heart into it on us.
Yeah,
Penn State gonna run that ball 30 times.
I threw everything out the
USC
window.
have no answer. Hey, at the end of the game, it's gonna be 28-24 when you look up, and them boys gonna be skating out of Cali with a dub, bro.
34-20
I
USC.
see Penn State and Ohio State being undefeated when they both meet up.
That's gonna be a good one.
Well, on that note, I don't want to bust your bubble, young Zaya, but USC is a team I've been watching. I know they've been playing kind of back and forth. They're in the Big Ten. Big Ten is the Big Ten. Big Ten, you gotta come every day. Sorry, little bro. You gotta wear your hard hat. You gotta have your boots on, your Timbs with your steel toe when I'm in the Big Ten. I'm seeing that this year. I've been watching a lot of football, but this USC team is different. Penn State got to go to USC, correct?
Yep.
That's the
Hope
difference.
they travel well.
That's the difference, I think, in this one. I think that's just a little bit of a difference for the strength of USC getting the win, being at home, getting back to normalcy. And I think they get this win. And you know, in this top 10, everything's changing every week. I think this is that team that drops out of the top 10 this week, being Penn State. So I got USC, and I got the over because it's been sluggish.
What's your final score prediction?
I don't get a final score right away. I got the over. I don't got no final score prediction. It's just gonna be that good of a game. I can't even really.
I'm going with the under, Paul.
You going under?
It's
Yeah, 'cause I see an introduction to the Big Ten. So, you know, it's not going to be a whole lot of high flying and a lot of points going up. You know what I mean? It's going to be a solid defensive game with some offensive scoring a couple touchdowns and a few field goals.
Because you got linebacker you in Penn State, and I notice how USC do give out points. I am going to take the under, but I got USC by a touchdown with that covering at 5.5. I'll say that.
I'm throwing everything out the window. I'm going over. USC 34, Penn State 20.
A Pac-10 score.
Yeah.
I really want USC to win this game, man. I really do. I wish this game was.
But why, bro? Let us know why, though, bro. Before you say you really want them to win it, what's the purpose?
Well, I mean, anytime you got a league, man, and you got newcomers that come in that league, you want the newcomers to at least have a good showing against those old. And they ain't been having a good showing, man. So it's about time that they had one.
Yeah.
And I think with Lincoln Riley, man, if he could just go ahead and get some things schemed up, they could possibly upset Penn State. But I wish this game was at 10:30 at night. Then I really would be going for USC.
Yeah, they do. They do for one.
Yeah, they do for one. But, you know, I don't know, man. I think Penn State's still going to win this game, but I really want USC to win.
Yeah. Well, if I was going with my head, then I'd give y'all my real pick. But I threw all that out the window when Bruh started talking. So I'm sticking with my heart.
All right.
This is an emotional pick for sure.
Hey, but Rob, no team has come into the Big Ten and had success. Only team has been Penn State. when
Not
they came
yet.
in. They had a couple years of success, and
Not
then
yet.
they got back to normalcy.
Correction.
And then it's just a normal thing.
No team has yet to come into the Big Ten and have success.
Yeah.
We about to
Since
change
they
that.
came in, yeah.
We about to
Since they
change
came
that.
in, I think they went to the Rose Bowl their second year with Kajana Carter in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna change all that. Don't worry.
Who is we?
No, hold on. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Hold on, we're gonna get to that.
Okay. Who is we? Now we speaking French, but let's roll.
Next up, we got Arizona at number 14, BYU. BYU is favored by 5.5, and the over and under is 48.5. Who want to go first on that one?
You know, I take it. You know, this a game where it's funny because earlier I had Arizona, you know, as a team for the Big 12, and then I tossed that out the window as we've been speaking since last week. And I moved my pick to Colorado. We just spoke on that. MU City League the other day. And this one, we talked about BYU. That's a tough, cold place to go to anytime. And right now, BYU rocking. BYU and a blowout. Sorry, Arizona, I had you early, but BYU on a mission right now. And they get a blowout win. And they continue on what they're doing right now. And I think that's staying undefeated.
I think really good football right now. I feel like it's going to get ugly. I'm going to take the blowout as well. I'm going with BYU over. They're going to definitely cover that spread.
Like I said on earlier videos, man, whenever you got to travel to Provo, bro, it's hard. It's hard, man.
For anybody,
yeah, it's
Anybody.
hard to beat BYU in Provo, man.
Yeah.
And I don't see Arizona doing it. I got BYU covering, and I got the over that 48.5.
I got the same thing. BYU, and I got them covering. And I don't know about that over and under. I got BYU covering though, so one is enough for me.
Action Brothers.
Yeah, definitely
You
BYU, bro.
got it. Wait, Lily.
That's a good football program.
Yeah.
Year in and year out.
Yeah, I had high hopes for Arizona because last year I felt like they was one of the teams to where if throughout the whole season, well, all their losses, I feel like if, let's say, 4 plays go their way, then you know what I mean. They are a 1-loss team or almost undefeated team. They just had to cut just a few bad plays, and their defense was top notch. And that 1-2 punch on offense was legendary. So I had high hopes for Arizona coming into the season, and I have no idea what happened. But BYU, it's just hard to win there for anybody.
Great. Definitely.
And right now BYU, everything is just it's about timing, right? And BYU, it seems like things is just lining up for them right now. So I'm not betting against them.
And timeout. Look, it said that game comes on at 1:00. Utah is what, 2 hours back or 3?
2. I think they
2.
2.
So I mean, they starting at 11. I didn't even know they started games that early.
They must be 3 then. They must be 3 hours.
It say 1 p.m. Eastern. That's what time they got it on the ESPN thing. They say they play at 1 p.m.
Okay.
And it's in Utah. That's at 11 o'clock in the morning.
11 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So let's go. Let's get it.
Next up, we got Florida at number 8, Tennessee. Tennessee is favored by 15.5. The over and under is 55.5. This is a rivalry game too, right? And don't they got some of a rivalry?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one?
Tennessee thump Florida.
Go double.
I'm going. I'm going with the under, and they would definitely cut that spread. Tennessee lost last week. They're mad. They're upset. They want to, get back into the. Well, they still the season in the day. I think Tennessee would still be in the playoff run. You know what I'm saying? But still, they want to make a good run from here on out. So I'm going with Tennessee big.
Yeah, man. I got Tennessee. Florida is terrible. Like, we just got to call it what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't have nothing. I see the young boy, Nico, or however you say his name. They're going to get him back on track. I see a lot of rhythm plays for him just to try to get him back in rhythm. It's going to get ugly real fast.
Yeah, I feel like it was set up perfect for Tennessee. This is a perfect rebound game. It sucks because I watched Tennessee, and I really don't have too much terrible things to say about them, but I just don't. I for some reason, I don't want to call them a pretender because they're not a pretender, but I can't quite put my finger on what they're missing. If Florida wasn't so terrible, I feel like they would have a letdown game and they would lose twice. But Florida is just ridiculously a terrible program right now. I don't know what or who can save them. It just sucks.
Hey, and it's okay to call them a pretender because
I feel like a pretender is.
It's okay to call them. It's okay.
I just feel like it's
That's
too
what they
strong
are.
of a
That's what
word.
they are, bro. It's not. It's not.
All right.
Because look, the two L's that they do have, they just flat out lost. It
Right.
wasn't a game that they was in, and
Exactly.
they're about to play a team that's good. So guess what's probably about to happen? They probably just about to lose, and it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be by more. It might not be more than 15, but it's going to be enough to where the victory is going to be convincing. So
Yeah.
the best thing Florida can shoot for is to try to not let them cover that spread.
Yeah, if Florida wasn't such a terrible program, I would actually pick them to win this game. But they're
Yeah.
Florida would scrimmage themselves and both lose.
That's bad.
Oh, my God.
I ain't even heard Moss B say that about Florida State yet.
Man, I'm a ride with my boys. Even though they having a disappointing season, I'ma still ride with my boys. I'm not gonna say that much about them. I'm just looking forward to the next few years coming. But with this one, it's a rivalry game, and this is one of those games where I get what y'all saying. You know me, City League. You know me, WTP Sports. I'll pick an upset with no problem. And the way Florida season is going, guess what? They playing for their life. Whereas if you notice when things happen in college football in Florida, they tend to show they can the following week. So with that being said, I'm going to take Florida in the points. And I'm going to go under because I'm personally still not a believer in this team we have here at number 8, which is Tennessee. And I had last week and through this week, are we volunteering or are we full-time? That's the question. And they still got a few weeks to answer that.
See, but Florida ain't even playing for their life. I feel like they want the coach to get fired and the program won't fire him.
Damn.
I feel like they losing on purpose. Like they won't want to play for him. He's trash. So I feel like they're putting on this show, and then the program is just like, well, we'll give it another week. We'll give it another week. I don't get it.
I don't know.
It's like they're not even playing for themselves at this point. Like you ain't even got players out there that's like, okay, we trash, but I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah.
Like it's sad.
Man, that Tennessee defense is tough though, man.
I give you. That's what I'm saying. I give you that.
I
Hold on,
think
let's see how tough they are.
I think the only thing that's going to hold Tennessee back this year for real is inexperience at the quarterback position. Just a true
Yeah.
freshman. He played bad on the road, so
Yeah.
anytime you go on the road, it's going to be a shaky story.
Yeah, he ain't used to them hostile environments. They ain't got that on 7-on-7s.
What's your thoughts, WTP Sports?
Man, I mean, Florida might not be that good of a football team, but they got some talent on that team, man. They're 3-2.
They do.
They lost to Miami. They lost to Texas A&M. Undefeated team and a one-loss team. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
They got some talent. I'm not. Tennessee is not covering that 15.5, and it's going to be under that 55.5. The game was in Florida. Florida will probably beat them.
I was going to pick my upset if it was in Florida.
Yeah, they're going to thoroughly confuse that quarterback, man. And Tennessee should have lost to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's not any good. Their defense is good, but Oklahoma's offense stinks. And they only beat them by 10. And they got lucky beating them on a pick six, I think it was. Or maybe what's the name got the pick six against Auburn. But anyway, I think Florida is going to hang in this game, and it's going to make it very interesting. And it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. And Tennessee going to get the win, but it's going to be close.
Agree.
But what you said. Go ahead.
Florida's not going to hang in there. Tennessee's defense is against the teams that Tennessee has played. They have been very solid. They're only giving up like 8 points a game, and they have one shutout, and Chattanooga, they only gave up 3 points. So we know that's against nobody, but that still means that the defense was solid all the way till when the third string came in and a walk-on. So I think the defense going to remain solid. They're at home. This Florida team is struggling. So I'm definitely taking Tennessee, and Coach Prime needs to get one of these Florida teams. It's looking bad in the state of Florida for them to have so much talent. It's looking bad. Coach Prime needs to go get one of them squads.
Facts.
That's what I was going to say, Unc. Like, Florida has way too much talent to be putting what they're putting on the field, on display. Like, they just look like they do not. I don't want to say they don't look like they don't know what they're doing, but they just don't look like they care.
Well, a lot of times it comes down to quarterback play. If you don't have good quarterback play, your chances are you're going to stink. And they don't have good quarterback play right now.
Yeah, when you miss
and that's what I'm saying. I get it, but you don't even have guys like normally on teams like that where they know, okay, we ain't got great quarterback play, but we full of talent. You got guys that's playing for themselves. You know what I mean? To where you would at least have one, maybe two guys where you're like, how are these guys doing this? And this team is, you know what I mean, down here. And it's because, hey, they like, forget how bad we is. I'm great.
I mean, but check this out though. Look at their games. They lost 41-17 to Miami. They got killed. But that's first game of the season.
Yeah.
Then they beat Samford 45-7. Then they lost to Texas A&M 33-20. Then they beat Mississippi State 45-28. And then they beat UCF last week. UCF is a pretty decent team, 24-13.
Now
I'm gonna put my pick on upset alert. I'm taking Florida in Tennessee. Upset. There we go. Because I got one every week. I'm gonna just go ahead. My upset pick, Florida at Tennessee.
UCF is a sheep in wolf's clothing.
For sure. Definitely.
UCF is a sheep in wolf's clothing. I don't give them no respect. They wearing a costume. They the biggest pretender.
In a couple of weeks we're gonna put that same label on Tennessee.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got 11 Iowa State at West Virginia. Iowa State is only favored by 3 points, and the
3 points.
over and under is 53.
Yeah.
This might be an upset pick right here.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Definitely.
definitely going upset because I'm still on West Virginia. I picked them on our podcast before the season. I took them against Penn State. I just felt like this was a prime year for West Virginia. And although it might not be the year that they're expecting, I still feel like they're going to get a lot out of this year. And this is going to be a game where they take them steps. I'm taking West Virginia. Over under, I'm not touching. But I'll take West V by 10.
Damn.
Mm.
I'm gonna go B.
I see the same thing. I agree. I agree, bro.
Mm.
West Virginia got a lot of speed on their offense. It could get scary. This is a scary game for Iowa State. I thought they was gonna win the Penn State game earlier in the year too. And if you actually watch the game was closer for real to me than the score
Yes.
suggested.
They
Yeah.
play
It
They
was.
play-
They didn't play a bad game against Penn State. They just couldn't really stop the run.
Exactly. Yes.
But yeah, I see West Virginia upsetting Iowa State. I would take the points obviously, but I would bet the money line on this game. Just straight money line. I go West Virginia, and that's just how I would do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch the over under, but if I had an upset on my ticket, I just straight take the money line.
Yeah.
Good pick. Good pick.
I'm gonna go with Iowa State. Iowa State's physical. They making statements this year. I know West Virginia may have speed on offense and whatnot. Penn State obliterated them earlier in the year. And I just don't think that this year West Virginia can make this upset happen. Iowa State is running on a different gear right now. And it's physical football. They had problems with the run game then. They're going to have problems with the run game this weekend. And Iowa State might rush for 200. So with that being said, I'm taking Iowa State in the points. But I'm going to go under because I trust in Iowa State's defense. Not letting West Virginia really get too much on that offensive side. You know, it's going to be some things that they may do, but I got Iowa State in the win.
Man, I wanted to make this my upset call, but somebody already called for West Virginia to win, so I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm gonna rock with Iowa State. And I'm leaving them points alone because that ain't nothing but a coin toss.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, I'm just going with a straight up win. And probably the over too, because it's gonna be one of them Big 12 games where everybody score. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
Everybody get a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm taking West Virginia in this game. I think West Virginia is more battle tested than Iowa State is. And man,
Yep.
every other year when West Virginia and Texas was both in the Big 12, every other year I wanted to go to Morgantown to watch that game, man. But I already knew their fans is on something different. And I wasn't about to put
West Virginia, baby. West
Virginia. And I'm telling you right now, West Virginia's fans is going to be crunk to knock off the number one team in the Big 12, that Iowa State team. And I think they're going to do it tomorrow, man. Well, I'm not tomorrow, but on Saturday. I'm picking West Virginia to win this game. And I'm picking the under. I don't think they're going to go over that 53.
Right.
I'm changing mine. I'm changing. I'm changing. I've heard a lot of stuff that make a lot of sense. I'm going with West Virginia too, because West Virginia, they different. They want this upset. They want something to excite them for the season. So there's going to be that excitement that they need, and it may even get a wheel to turn for them over there in that Big 12.
Yeah, for sure.
They right behind each other.
All right, next up, we got another good one. Number 9, Ole Miss at number 13, LSU. It's a night game at 7:30. Ole Miss is favored by 3.5. The over and under is a whopping 62.5. No,
wait. Jeez. Man, take me to the king.
I'm going over, and I'm taking Jackson Dart to bury you, LSU. LSU has been one of the biggest pretenders all season.
Agreed.
And I told people before the season, I don't know why they rank so high. JoJo, you know my call. I had them losing game opener to USC well before it happened. We called that all off season. I felt like that was going to be a statement for USC to take off. That's neither here or there. It didn't quite happen, but I just feel like LSU, they lost way too much, and I just don't see how. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I take Ole Miss to bury them. I do feel like it's going to be over 62. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I feel like Ole Miss pulls away at the end. I'm thinking somewhere like 48-28.
This could be a very, very high-scoring game. I would take Ole Miss if theirs at home, but LSU is not a pretty good team, so I'm going to roll with LSU in an upset. I'm going to roll with LSU in an upset.
Going with the home team.
Yes.
With the home team.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Tigers too. I think honestly, just looking at both teams, I was going back and forth, but I think LSU's quarterback is better. So I'm gonna roll with them. I think when Ole Miss, when they finally first played somebody, they lost. So I look at that too. That Kentucky team got NFL draft picks on their team, and what they do. Blue, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna roll with LSU.
I'm definitely taking LSU. Reason I'm taking LSU, it's one place you don't want to play at this time of the season. This is definitely one place. And you talking about nighttime? WTP Sports News. We've been watching football. Little brother, we've been watching football. Everybody on here. If y'all haven't, y'all better watch when they play at 7:30 at LSU. It's a stadium, and they're going to rock the house, and they're going to definitely get this win. And the last time we had an over with a night game, it was that Colorado State game. I forget which one it was. They had that 63. I'm going over because there's going to be some offense in this game. But the offense I think people's not paying attention to is that LSU offense. If you look at their stats, they looking like Joe Burrow and them boys was a few years ago when they won that national title. So I'm taking LSU, and I'm going to take LSU by a touchdown. I'm not saying Ole Miss is that bad of a team. Matter of fact, I'm going to take LSU by 10 points. But they still have to show me who they are. I'm still not a believer. If you check my YouTube page of who Ole Miss is, I have a little thing on there, and it kind of explains some things, but I don't know. LSU with the win by 10.
I think both of these teams are middle of the pack SEC teams that they just throwing in there to promote their product. But I'm just gonna go with the home team with this. Give me LSU, and I think they might even beat Ole Miss by more than 3.5 points. Because what they call that? Death Valley? What's that called?
Yeah.
Or Death?
That's not.
Is that what it's called? Death Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough in here.
Night game too.
Night game. Night game, boy.
You going to Death Valley at night, boy?
Yeah, it's tough. Look, that's a sundown city.
Start roaring over that loudspeaker, and it's over.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking LSU in this game, man, to win this game outright. I think they got a good enough quarterback. Even though their defense is shaky as all get out, I still think that they can pull out this win. Jackson Dart gonna have him some good numbers, and that Trey Harris is gonna have him some good numbers. But I'm picking LSU to win this game because that crowd is gonna be ruckus,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be able to pull out this win. In fact, they should be undefeated, man. They should not have lost to USC in that first game, but they didn't run the ball like they needed to. They waited too late in the game to start running that ball. USC had all that confidence, and they was able to pull it out in the end. But I definitely believe LSU is a much improved team from that first game. They are middle of the pack in the SEC, but I think they can beat Ole Miss. Next up, we got number 18, Kansas State
Yeah.
at Colorado. Kansas State is only favored by 4 points in this game, but the over and under is 56.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
Oh, definitely the over.
No defense.
I'm taking Colorado, man. I'm gonna roll with them at home.
Man, I got Kansas State in this game. I like Colorado. I'm a prime guy, so that defense ain't worth nothing though. Like Avery Johnson gonna do whatever he want to do, and I think they gonna get timely stops when they need to. So
Yeah.
they gonna get the over. I think it's gonna be over the point spread and over the points because they not really gonna slow down Colorado too much, but they gonna get timely stops. So Kansas State.
Hey, this is my other team. So I'll wait till last.
I love Deion Sanders. My numbers was 21, primetime guy through and through. As bad as I want Colorado to win this game, I'm taking K-State too. I feel like when Shador said they're everybody's Super Bowl, he was exactly right. Now, the media took it and they ran with it and made it seem like something it wasn't. But people do get up to play Deion them.
Yes.
The problem with some teams is instead of playing the players on the field, they're trying to beat Deion. I think K-State comes, they're up for the challenge, and I feel like I'm definitely taking the over. It's going to be a high scoring back and forth. I wouldn't be surprised if Colorado pulled a rabbit out the hat again and won on some last second miracle type plays because they're just destined for greatness. When you doing stuff like that, it's just fate. But my head's telling me that K-State's going to win this game. I want Colorado to win, but I just can't pick them.
Well, I'm going opposite. Sorry. Prime is prime. And Shiloh's back. That secondary is back in full swing. They've been progressing week by week. This is a team everybody's sleeping on. They at home. They haven't been at home. That crowd going to be rocking. It's getting to that time of the season where you don't know if that snow going to fall or not. Advantage Colorado. I'm taking over on the points. Colorado going to cover the 4, and Prime is going to put a stamp on college football after this weekend, and they're going to be 5-1 for the first time since Prime that arrived in Boulder. Big weekend for Colorado in a win.
You know I'm going. Go ahead, Rob.
Man, listen. Colorado has gotten better and better and better each week. They did something in their last game that they needed to do a long time ago. They went from 10 personnel to 11 personnel.
Right.
1 tight end, 1 running back. That makes it hard to sack Shador Sanders because your defensive ends got to come from a further distance to get to him now. And it only take a little bit for him to find his receiver because he has some very good receivers. You can run the ball better out of 11 personnel too. Once they clicked on that, they became my favorite to win the Big 12.
Yeah.
And I got them winning this game in Colorado over number 18 Kansas State.
Ooh.
Yes.
You got a
Yes.
score for me, Big Rob?
I'm going to say 37-28.
Like it. Come on, City League. I know you're ready, Prime. I'm gonna call you Coach Prime, Coach City League.
That's my guy. That's my guy. I'm just a Coach Prime fan. I'm not a Colorado Buffalo fan, but as a diehard Buckeye fan, like for years and years, like I've been searching for just another team to like and follow and just enjoy. You know what I mean? It's kind of boring just having just Ohio State as my team. I have multiple teams in the NFL. You know what I mean? I have multiple teams that I like and follow in the NFL, but you know, and with college being so good, I tried Notre Dame like probably about 10 years ago. That didn't work out for me. But the team, I don't think that Kansas State has seen an offense like this offense that they're about to see.
Yeah.
So and that's gonna make the difference. And I think Colorado's defense is coming along, and they'll be able to get enough stops to upset the number 18th ranked team in the country and officially say, go ahead and introduce us into your top 25 because we ain't coming, we here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what Coach Prime said. We ain't coming, we here. So after they get this victory this weekend, they need to go ahead and move them into that top 25, put them right there at that 18 where Kansas State is.
I agree.
Put them right there. Put them right there.
Let's not forget we got a Heisman on that team. And we're not talking about just one. We're talking about two, but we know one. He played both sides of the football, and he's doing a very good job of that. Offenses, I mean, we know what the offenses do. Jimmy Horn Jr., Wester, Shepard, Hunter, the running backs improving, 6-point yard average last week. I think around 5.5 the last 2 weeks. That's progress. NCAA is in trouble when it comes to this Colorado team. I remind myself and I remember I said 2 years, Colorado will be in a playoff. I'm sticking with my word. Colorado's going to get this win, and I think they're going to shock a lot of people.
Hey,
Dallas Hayden hasn't broken out either. The ex-Ohio State running back that's up there in Colorado, he's had some injuries, so you know the other backs have been getting the little plays and all of that. But you know when he went there, that even made me more excited about rooting for this team because they need that running game. They need that running game to take them to the next level. And once they get that together, and well, whether it be through a committee, because it looks like they'll probably have a committee. And once Dallas Hayden put his part into it to help out on the run game, it's gonna be high powered in Colorado. So yeah, give me the Colorado and a point.
Can I ask the panel a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on with it.
Is this the best quarterback that Colorado's faced all year?
Yeah.
Believe so.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, between him and Raiola, and that's the one loss they got on their schedule.
I say, yeah. I would say not even Raiola is the toss-up. I would say North Dakota State because they actually sitting up at top of their conference and they run that conference over there. They run that thing very well.
I would say Baylor's quarterback over Raiola.
He's straight.
No, I'm saying he would, as far as what they did in the game, not just them as a quarterback overall. As far as played and how they played Colorado, Baylor's quarterback torched them.
Oh, I'm just asking off of pure strength of talent.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
You know what I
different.
mean?
than it
Like
is.
talented wise, is this the scariest guy that they had to prepare for thus far?
Yes.
Okay.
I think if Colorado played Nebraska today, they would beat Nebraska. They would beat
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Now
Beat the
Nebraska,
brakes off of them.
They would beat Nebraska.
we got Nebraska on the board.
No, we ain't got Nebraska on the board.
Okay, well I got them losing this week to Rutgers. So
Oh, yeah.
just to throw that out there, you know what I mean?
Okay. Hey, man, listen, we got another one coming up, but be careful. Be careful. We got number 1 Texas versus, it's in the Cotton Bowl. Number 18 Oklahoma. Texas is favored by 14.5, and the over and under is 49.5. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, I'll just go first, man. I already submitted my ticket today, so I took Texas to win. I got Oklahoma covering the spread. 35-24 is my prediction on the score. This is before I knew Oklahoma's number 1 receiver was out. I probably would take Texas with the over now. Just losing your best receiver, that dropped 7 points, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You already struggling to score the ball. But I do like that defense. This is the Red River shootout, though. So anything can happen. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go with Texas as well. I don't think Texas can cover the 14.5, but Texas is a football team on both sides of the ball, you know. So I'm gonna roll with Texas. I ain't gonna mess with the over and under.
Yeah, I agree. I take Texas. I'm not messing with the over and under neither. That's a tricky one. I don't think they're going. Yeah, I don't think they're going to cover. But yeah, I'm taking Texas. The scoreboard doesn't show how easy this game is going to be with Texas. I feel like it's one of them games to where if you don't watch it, you might think that Oklahoma had a chance by the scoreboard. But I feel like it's going to be an easy one for Texas. The points just won't tell it though.
One thing I could say at this point in the season is Michigan got beat by Texas at Michigan, and the scoreboard didn't show no justice. They won by plus 14. I think they actually won by about 17.
Yeah,
so
I felt like they won
Texas,
by 50 that game.
Texas at Oklahoma. Y'all forgot they got Ewers back. Quinn is back. Texas in a rout at Oklahoma. Oklahoma loses another receiver. They have nothing to do on offense. Texas turns the ball over on that defensive side and put points on the board as well. I have Texas winning the championship this year. I have them all over. Quinn is back, and I'm a ride they back. And I feel like they're going to cover that 14.5. I don't know what it is. I know it's a rivalry game. I know it's a shootout. But Texas is different. With Quinn back, I think this game and the shootout is going to go to Texas because they prove it. They try to make a statement definitely with this game and a rivalry.
Oh, I thought T1 was still on the thing. You know, I'm being a Texas fan. I'm going with Texas all day.
I was talking. My fault, bro.
Oh no, go ahead.
I forgot I hit the mute button. But Oklahoma lost to Tennessee at home by 10 points. They never really had a chance in that game. Only the defense kept it close because the defense was kind of solid. Defense did all they could. I'm taking Texas, and I want to even take it with the point, but because really, if you think about it, That's a lot of points in a rivalry game. So y'all know something we don't know.
Hmm.
You feel me? 14.5 points? A rivalry game? 1 versus 18? Man, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points to give. But I'm going with Texas, and I'm even taking the points. Like I'm trying to even double up on the money.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm going with the over too.
Yep.
They're gonna give up some. It's gonna be a Big 12 game. They're gonna give up some touchdowns, both of them.
I think that over and under is based off the last 10 meetings of this rivalry.
Most likely.
It's always a high scoring game. I think the last matchup was what in 22. It might have been 53-45 or something like that. Something crazy. And the year
And that's
before,
how it's impossible to win by over 14 points.
huh?
I said, and that's why really it's impossible to win plus 14.5.
Well, I mean, when you look at it from all angles, all perspectives, Oklahoma, their defense is good. Their defense is good, but they're gonna be tired as hell because they have no offense. You got a rookie quarterback. You have no running game. Your offensive line is pitiful, and they don't have no wide receivers. 6 wide receivers hurt. They're not going to be able to control the ball game, and their defense is going to be tired as hell. And Texas is going to take advantage of them at that point because Texas right now is clicking on all cylinders. They don't have no major injuries right now, other than the guys who were lost for the season before the season even started. Everybody else is healthy. The defense is solid. Oklahoma's in trouble. Now, ordinarily, this will be a coin flip because you throw all stats out the window. But Oklahoma just does not have the personnel offensively to stay in this game. And I'm not going to say it's going to be 49 and nothing like it was a couple years ago. But it's going to be pretty damn close. Only because Oklahoma don't have an offense this year. Without, them receivers and with no running game. And their offensive line is all in five, their linemen is just new starters. So I don't think they're going to be able to compete. Even though it's going to be good in the beginning, Texas is going to take advantage of the fact that their defense is going to be wore out. All right, next up, the last one we got on the slate. We got number 2 Ohio State traveling to Eugene, Oregon to play number 3 ranked Oregon. Oregon is not favored in this game, even though they're at home. The Buckeyes are favored by 3, and the over and under is 53.5. What's your thoughts on that?
Let me go first.
KB, I'm about to say KB. I'm about to say let KB go first.
This going to be which transfer quarterback is going to play the best. Whichever of them quarterbacks has the less turnovers will win the game. And I do think, and I'm gonna call them Ohio State. I normally call them Ohio, but they that damn good this year. I'm calling them Ohio State. Goddammit.
My brother.
I think Ohio State's defense will make more plays than Oregon's defense. I mean, this going to tell which team is good. I think whichever team lose, it doesn't mean that team is bad, but it's going to tell which team is really good. Cause 2 and 3, man, this is going to be a barn burner. Oregon at home. Oregon don't lose too many games at home, fellas. They don't.
Yeah, true that.
Night game, crowd gonna be rocking. But I just feel like Ohio State defense, like I said before, gonna make more plays than Oregon's defense. So I'm gonna go with Ohio State with 37-34.
Hey, I'm gonna come right back off of KB. You know what I mean? Because I'm the Ohio State guy. I ain't gonna wait for last with this one. And I have to say that I've actually said Michigan more in the past year than I've ever said in my life because it's supposed to be the team up north. But I salute and give them their respect for their national championship, regardless of how they got it and whatnot. It's theirs. They went out there and played football. I watched it. They won it. All good. So salute. No hatred. It's just time for us to get it back. So this +3 that they gave us, I'm like trying to see what I can get to tease it up in Vegas so I can win some more money. Because I feel confident enough to where I can tease it all the way up to give Oregon, about 8-9 points. Just so I can double up from losing my money when I bet the house that other game. So yeah, I'm gonna even put it up there. I'm looking for us to go out there and take care of business. Like this is like a real live business move right here.
It is.
This ain't nothing but business. This ain't even a football game. This is strictly business. And we have to go out there, take care of it. I believe we're going to take care of it. And, man, they did just a +3. Wow, I love it. I think this is one of them dummy bets for the gamblers. I wish I was a gambler. Y'all know what's my favorite thing? I'll put the mortgage up, and me and my wife, we just have to argue. We just have to argue, baby. I believe in this one. Baby. I promise you. 3 points. All we giving Oregon is 3 points. I promise you. We just gonna go head to head. Our house against their money. Put it up. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, listen, I'll go next, man. The closer and closer it get to game day, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, I said on the live the other day, my boys is going duck hunting, bro. That's what we doing. We tired of people keep on jumping us in the AP polls. I originally said 38-21, but I think it's gonna be 42-17. That's my final prediction for the game. We gonna run up in there and we gonna put something on them boys that they ain't never seen, bro. For sure. It's gonna be all day. They gonna feel like it's never ending.
They keep getting closer and closer to the game day. I've been watching both throughout the season. And I made my pick solely on what I've seen. I've seen more Oregon not going to the playbook. More
y'all hearing that?
Going into the playbook. Yeah, I do hear it. And I'm trying.
There you go. It just stopped.
There it is. And I know it's a big game. I know my brother in here, he's a big time Oregon fan. And another thing is when it comes to big games, Ohio State step up. This is probably the biggest game of Ohio State. And I've been watching Ohio State football for a while. This game is bigger than Michigan to me this year. That's just how I feel. I got Ohio State winning.
Yeah, until Michigan get here. You better believe it.
And I'm going to just say it's just Ohio State going to get the win. Simple as that.
Man, listen. Ohio State is good. I'm telling you right now, if they leave it up to Will Howard to win this game, they're in trouble. They better run that ball with them 2 running backs they got if they want to have any chance.
We in trouble.
In Eugene, Oregon. Because if you're going to leave it up to Will Howard. Now, listen, you got dynamic receivers, but Will Howard got to be able to get the ball to them. And if it's
Rob, take your heart out of it, Rob. Rob, take your heart out of it, man.
I'm telling you right now, if it's left up to Will Howard, they're going to be in a dogfight. Because Oregon got some solid defensive backs. Now, they can't stop the run that well, but they got some solid defensive backs that can keep and contain those wide receivers. So I'm hoping that they run the football if they think they're going to win. But if they don't, and they leave it on Will Howard, There's gonna be some trouble, bro. Mark my
Come
words.
on, bro. Bro, I've been trying to brainwash you, man. I thought it was working a little bit. You just told me I ain't did nothing. I was trying to get you to like Ohio State a little bit. And, I know you love Texas and everything, but I've been trying to brainwash you a little bit, man. It ain't working. I gotta try something else.
I like the Bucks, but I just
I
know
don't like what you just said, bro.
I know what Will Howard is in big games, bro. I've been watching him all them years he was in the Big 12. I know what he is, bro.
He ain't never been to the candy shop, baby. He ain't never been to the candy shop. Man, it's all good. It's all good around here, bro.
You got the
Hey,
man.
Y'all can say what y'all want about Will Howard, but he is a conference champion starting at quarterback.
Hey, look, and listen here, like just as a former QB, and I know I got another former QB. I know AB was a QB. AB, you was a QB, right?
KB, yeah, I was.
KB, my fault, damn. KB, you was a QB, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's all you. Yeah, I used to go watch it. I used to go watch it and enjoy watching, bro. I couldn't wait to put on that Braves jersey, man. My heart was broken when I moved out the terrace in the 8th grade, man. All I ever wanted to do was put on a Braves jersey. That's all I wanted to do, man. For real, that's all I wanted to do in my life. And then they took, y'all don't even know and understand, that shit, it kind of fucked me up a little bit. You know what I mean? But I still went on and did my thing and whatnot. But nigga, all I wanted to do was put on that Braves jersey, and I ain't get to do it. You know what I mean? Because these are my brothers. These are my brothers that I grew up with, and my big brothers that I grew up watching, and my big brothers that I'm in the gym balling with, and they get me ready to be the dog that I became. That's because all my big brothers right there. You know what I mean? So a little bit more brainwashing, trying to get Rob to love Ohio State a little bit more because he's from here. We all family and all that. So, but yeah, man. Ohio State, stand with the point. Statement game. Where everybody say, yeah, them boys for real.
What's your thoughts, little brother?
All right, it's on you, Gerald. Go ahead, bro.
On you.
So my take on this is, what'd you say? Business as usual.
Yeah.
Now, my heart in it. Let me get this out the way. We're gonna beat y'all's ass. Like let's just say that.
It's going down Sunday morning.
Hold up.
Hold up. This is my anniversary weekend. All right, go ahead.
I do not want to win this game because the winner of this. Let me get it out. The winner of this game will be number one. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Whoever wins this game will be ranked number one. Oregon historically, after a big win like this, always lets you down. Whether it's the week after or maybe within the 2 weeks after a big win like this, we will let you down. After y'all, we have to go to Purdue. Purdue is good for one upset a year. I don't care who it is. Yeah. They give you one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Historically, Oregon always loses a game that they have no business losing. So I prefer us not to kick y'all's ass, which we will do. And I would prefer to lose this game, stay in the top 10. We probably drop down to 6, stay in the top 10, and rematch y'all in the Big Ten championship, win that game, or not even go to the Big Ten championship. Let y'all play Penn State and just creep into playoffs and make our run. That's my take on it.
I gave y'all some love, bro. I gave y'all some
It's
love. I
not.
said
It's
this
not
is
going to
the
happen.
preview of the Big Ten championship.
It's not going to happen because Ohio State averages 9.3 yards per pass. We only allow 5. This game is going to come to who can get the ball down the field. I feel like it's going to be so much emphasis put on the run game in Ohio State's running backs. I don't think Dan Lanning is going to fall into the trap because that's what they want us to do. They want us to stack the box against the running backs so they can get us, so they can get them out there. I feel like Chip Kelly is going to give us a heavy dose of run, but I don't feel like it's going to come down to the running game. I feel like it's going to be down to who pushes the ball downfield and which quarterback makes the less mistakes. Whoever flinches first loses. Will Howard or Dylan Gabriel. They're both going to be having – this is going to be one of them games to where it could be close all the way up to the third quarter. And this goes for Ohio State or Oregon. One minor mistake could swing the game 10 points. Right. Dylan Gabriel could fumble.
That's not for us. That's not for us. We could do like about 3 mistakes with y'all. We'd be all right.
Sound good.
Hey, all I know is Jim knows
all that verbal abuse.
Jim knows is gonna blitz and blitz and blitz, and that's the one thing Dylan Gabriel don't like.
Oh, it's going down. It's gonna be hey y'all. We gonna be on his ass like a pair of fruited balloons, baby. Nigga, watch it, baby. Watch it. I'm gonna get you started. We go way back, baby. Come on, let's go.
I've never shied away from it. Win, lose, or draw, I ain't hard to find.
You ain't the QB back there. He gonna be hurt.
Listen, I prefer. Everybody is so big on Dylan Gabriel. I'm not. I love Dylan Gabriel, and I love what he brings to the table. But I feel like Dylan Gabriel hasn't grasped our offense like we want him to do, and he spends too much time looking for Tez Johnson instead of slinging that pig skin. I need somebody that's going to sling that thing. I watched him in the Michigan State game, and there was about 4 plays where Michigan State gave us. Dylan Gabriel was back there. He could have called somebody like, hey, bro, you going to get open? Yeah. He was back there for 10 seconds. And it's like,
you ain't got to worry about none of that.
Chill.
He going to take a whole bunch of grass Saturday night. Come Saturday. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go, yo.
I hope so. We gonna see.
I can't wait to talk after this game. This is gonna be man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
This is the first time where I don't care because I would prefer us lose this game because I don't want the number 1 ranking.
Well, I prefer us to kick y'all's ass.
If none of those teams went down and this was still like a 5 versus 6, oh, you'd be hearing a different version of me.
Oh, yeah.
3 versus 2.
Y'all can still run the table. After y'all lose to us, all y'all got to do is go beat Michigan, run the table. Y'all good. We see y'all in the championship.
That's why I prefer us lose. I'd rather lose down, get it out the way, than get that number 1 ranking and lose to somebody else.
I get it.
But we that team out west, and y'all gonna find out. Just so you know, it doesn't rain in Austin. The grass is damn green in Eugene.
Y'all not even gonna beat Michigan. Y'all not even gonna beat Michigan. And Michigan ain't even that good.
We've only lost once in 2 years at home. You got to go back to 2022 for our last loss at home.
Y'all in the Big Ten now. That's about to change.
Good. We beat y'all at y'all's house. You forget?
No, and COVID stopped us from coming to y'all's house, so now we get to come back with even more firepower. And it's going to be ugly.
We wanted y'all to come. We wanted y'all to come. The Big Ten was the one that said, we ain't going nowhere. We're only playing Big Ten teams, and everybody else follows suit.
Yeah.
Y'all did that.
Blame it on LeBron. LeBron did
don't do that.
it.
You leave the goat alone. But just so you know, Ohio State is 0-3 versus their last top teams ranked number 3. They're 0-3. We're about to give them their 4th straight loss versus the AP ranked top 3 team. Hopefully y'all travel well.
Travel well.
Yeah, hopefully
We're
y'all
all
travel
over the
well.
United States. We all over the world.
Hopefully y'all travel well.
Nigga, we be going we bought y'all student tickets.
Hopefully
Like,
y'all
nigga,
travel well.
we go and buy people's tickets.
See
We
you in
do.
Austin.
Man,
See
we
you in
there. Hey. Oh shit. What the hell happened? Go ahead, Rob.
All right, y'all ready? We got a couple more questions, and then we're gonna be out of here. Y'all ready for that?
Let's go.
Man, what's going on in Georgia, man? They had 8 players arrested in 2024, 24 traffic violations, man. What's going on in Georgia, man?
They running amok. They've been winning all these national championships. They them boys, and they do what they want to do. They can't be stopped.
They start paying players.
They going. And now they're not even smart enough to know and understand and realize, oh, I get to get this money legally. Let me do what I'm supposed to be doing and not be out here doing no damn bullshit. That's them stupid boys. They stupid. They stupid. You messing up your bag. And then you out here, I guess you gotta get a stupid woman to mess with a stupid. They like dudes like that. All right, go ahead. Yeah, dumb, just dumb, stupid. Take their scholarships away. Go get out of here. Y'all dumb. Y'all wasting money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that
They
upsets
gave
me.
them that money.
Y'all out here doing dumb stuff, and they giving y'all money. The old players suing the NCAA now, trying to get some of that old money back that they can't, and they giving y'all this money, and y'all blowing it.
Yeah.
It's this generation, man.
Man, they crazy, man.
It's just this generation. Like I don't get it. I won't get them. They want to be people that they're not. They want to do things that they shouldn't do, and it just makes no sense. They think they're bigger than what they really are. It's not about the love for the sport anymore. And then you got they get away with it. So there's really no what word am I looking for? Punishment, I guess, you know what I mean, or authority for this stuff. They're getting away with it. So it's just like, all right, well, whatever. I could do it because I mean I'm still gonna be playing. I'm still gonna be this. I'm still gonna be that. You know what I mean? So I mean, if I could go rob a bank and then still clock in to work tomorrow, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'll do it.
Right. Like I ain't in trouble.
You know what I mean? Oh, cool.
Man, I think this is just what happened when you create dynasties. I think the undisciplined seeps in. You seen it when Urban was at Florida?
No, don't compare the Urban to Florida.
I'm saying the only coach you ain't seen it with was the GOAT, which is Nick Saban. You didn't see it with Nick Saban
because Nick Saban wasn't going for it. Urban Meyer was a player's coach. Urban Meyer put winning above of everything.
Nick Saban is the ultimate devil. Man, you don't know what so y'all just think he just won that national championship just by just having the #1 ranked recruiting class year after year after year after year. What you think they're doing to get them boys there before they make the NIL?
Listen, that's not what I'm saying. Nick Saban had his
He's a
way of
prostitute.
actually.
He's a coach prostitute that got to Alabama and was able to cash in on how you cash in when you do stuff the wrong way with that money. But go ahead.
This is my opinion, and we're gonna get to the next question. My opinion is this: Georgia coming off a few national championships. We know at the end of the day, yes, you got nail this, you have nail that. When players are getting arrested, some things is out of a coach's control. At the end of the day, some things are not always for a coach to control, but sometimes, things change. It may be time for a coaching change in Georgia. We don't know that. But at the same time, you got to ask, what players are you bringing into your organization as well? That's just
the same players Nick Saban been getting for the past 10 years. Thugs, big strong thugs.
But they ain't making the news.
Yeah, exactly. He might have been getting them.
Exactly, because they smart. These kids is dumb.
It's because of the culture that he's bringing. He's not playing that. He's letting them know. And if they are stepping out of line, they're getting remanded for it. It's like, bro, listen, this is not how we do it here. Either you gonna abide by my rules, or you gonna ride that bench, or you can hit that portal. Urban Meyer and different coaches, they put winning above everything. So they like, oh, well, we can grease some people's pockets. We'll figure out how. But nobody got suspended off that Florida team, and they was doing everything.
Don't be named dropping. Urban Meyer ain't do nothing different. Every other coach did. Every university paid players. They've been playing them since we was kids, watching it. Not Jim Jackson, but Clark Kellogg, all of them. Even
so why ain't Nick Saban's players making the news? Why ain't Nick Saban's players making the news?
Players wasn't making the news. Everybody ain't dumb. These Georgia boys just retarded. They just retarded.
Ohio State players was making the news. I'm out west. They was out here.
But listen, remember, everybody make the news. They can't wait. They can't wait to catch one of these brown skinned colored boys running around here with all this money because they play college football. They can't wait to get them in trouble. Or NFL. They can't wait to do something.
Well, I'll agree to disagree.
It's okay. We just can't give them the opportunity to say, look at these dumb fools.
That's what
and
I
look
hate.
at them dumb fools. They dumb fools, man.
That's what I hate. But it starts just like how they say it starts in the home with the kids.
Yeah,
it starts with the coaches. It starts with the coaches.
Yeah, you need to know. Yeah, you need to know what your boys is out here doing.
Exactly.
But you're not
you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know that it's not gonna fly here. You got a different culture here.
Yeah. Well, we could be on that topic all day, man. Who do y'all think wins the Big 12? Who wins the Big 12? Who do you think is going to win the Big 12 from this point, from what you've seen so far?
Colorado.
I had Utah or West Virginia at the beginning of the season. If with a healthy Cam Rising, I still feel like Utah would have won it. But I like Colorado. I told people Deion Sanders moving back to the Big 12, that was the biggest and smartest move of the offseason because the Big 12 has no king out there. And he can go out there easily, plant his seed, and become king just like that. And I feel like Colorado is going to run away with it.
I got Kansas State winning it.
Okay, what about the ACC? I got Clemson.
I got Florida State.
We throwing jabs.
We gonna just get who's your ACC? Who's your ACC pick? Who's your ACC?
I got Miami, man. Oh my God.
I like that Florida State pick. And see,
I got Miami too.
My nose.
Y'all clowning. Y'all clowning. Come on, man. Don't do my brother like that.
I'm going with Pitt. I'm gonna surprise y'all with this one because Clemson and Miami play each other. Clemson and Miami play each other. That's gonna be a scary game. We can make or break, and I think one of them even lose before that.
I don't know who I take to win the ACC, but I'm not taking Miami because one, they lost that Virginia Tech game, and I'm not letting it go. And two, Mario Cristobal, former Oregon coach, is not the guy. And as long as he's at the helm, he will find some way to F it all up. So I don't know who I'm taking, but I'm not taking. I just can't pick Miami. I want to. They got the talent. They got the players. But with Mario Cristobal and his in-game coaching, he's going to mess it up. Is what he does.
Big Ten. Who got the Big Ten?
It's not Oregon.
No, Ohio State neither. I got Penn State.
I'm going this weekend. I think really is my pick for me. Winner Ohio State, Oregon this weekend. Like I said before the other day, that's going to set off fireworks for the season for the winner, and they run out with the Big Ten outright.
Anybody from out west?
He said anybody from out west.
Anybody from out west. You don't know who I got. I'm excluded from this question.
All right, well, let's go on to the SEC. Who's going to win the SEC?
Bama.
I feel like they get it done too. Just knowing Kalen DeBoer, he's a different type of coach, and I'm salty we couldn't get a W against him before he left. Kalen DeBoer is just a different type of coach. If there was anybody perfect enough to replace Saban, it was him because he's going to do it his way. And as long as he get players, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Kalen DeBoer is the truth.
Y'all forget Quinn Ewers is back?
Yeah, no, he's back. But
everything
they all.
Oh, yeah, my fault. Texas.
Everything is big. Everything is big in Texas.
Listen.
Even this SEC championship they coming for this year.
They gotta beat each other up though.
Oh no, I'm rolling with Texas hands down. My fault. I forgot Texas was there for a minute. I just went with Alabama because I was thinking Alabama and Georgia. Yeah. I got Texas all day, hands down.
Yeah, I got Bama. Deal.
Who's going to make the 12 playoff of the Power 5 teams?
That's a good question.
Boise State gonna run the table.
I'm going with Boise State.
Yeah, I got Boise State too.
Boise State. It's something.
Notre Dame not making it. Just to let you know that.
Because I was wondering, do you think if Oregon State or Washington State, because that's the team I'm looking at as well, Boise State. But do you think Oregon State, Washington State, or if Liberty, which is 5-0 now, if they run the table, do they get a look? If Boise State takes a loss?
No.
Well, Boise State, they play. If they run the table, their losses to Oregon.
No, I said Boise State takes another loss.
Oh, if they another loss.
But who else? Who's going to beat Boise State?
They're going again.
They still hold up. Who did they play last week? Did they play San Jose State last week? No, they still play them, don't they? Yeah, San Jose State is a decent team, bro.
I did, but outside, I forgot about that game. Outside of that game, though, who's on their schedule that can even sniff out a win?
They still got UNLV too, don't they?
Yeah, sure do.
All right. Enough said. All right.
That's why
I was just checking because I didn't know who they played. So
Nah,
I'm
you good.
thinking, you know what I mean?
That's why I asked that question specifically with Liberty and Washington State and Oregon State being in the Pac-12, because either of those teams, Liberty could be undefeated if they win all the way out. And Oregon State
Yeah.
and Washington State, they could be one-loss teams. So
Right.
that's all. But
Yeah,
definitely
your question was valid. I answered too soon. That's why I had to walk it back and ask real quick, because I just ignored it and swiped it away too quick.
Is NIL messing up college football?
Yes and no.
No. It makes it great. It brings parity.
Love it.
Hey, if you feel like you ain't about to play, you just transfer. You just leave. It ain't even got nothing to do with the money. It's just free agency. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he a 5-star recruit sitting on the bench at Georgia. Oh, come over here to Vandy. You can play over here.
Yeah,
That's
and
why-
here's what it is.
That's why it's messing it up. The same reason why you guys love it is the same reason why it's messing it up. Because you got a kid that he could be 5 stars and he can get recruited, and let's say he goes to Florida and he's doing good, but somebody else like, hey, I'll pay you more to come over here. He don't even think about it. He's getting developed, doing good and everything. He just jumps ship for the other money, you know? And
They
you
gonna
got
get
players
developed
like
wherever
that.
they go. It don't even matter. It don't matter.
It does,
You
because
know,
you
if
can
listen.
listen. You ain't let me finish. He's getting he's doing good where he's at and getting the development that he needs, but he jumped ship because of money, and now his stock is crashing because you're in a different situation. You're not in the same situation or with that same good developer that they had. They might not develop you as good as this person was doing. They have you doing some other stuff. Now your stock's crashing. Yeah, you got money in the bank, but you know what I mean? It's the same reason why people love it is the same reason why it's messing it up. I just feel like you got no loyalty no more.
I don't think that's the majority of the kids, though.
No, I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying that, like, you can't even expect to have. You don't know if you're going to have these kids for 2 years now. So every person you recruit now, you got to look at it like you got to have a backup situation for your backup situation, because at any given moment you can be like, you can have somebody set in stone and then next year he gone. So it makes it harder on the coaches and teams and just recruiting in general, because you don't know if this kid's going to stay for the 2 years or whatever. If he finds anything he don't like, it don't even have to be a real situation. It could just be he upset and he just like, well, forget it, I'm out of here. They offer me more money anyway.
I think the different tiers of teams got different problems, though. Like, for instance, at Ohio State or Texas or LSU, I think the guys that's transferring is literally the guys that's getting passed up by freshmen. So they're stuck in the depth chart between the freshmen and the upperclassmen, and they thought they might be able to have a chance to see the field. And when they come into spring camp, they're not seeing the field, so they're leaving. So in actuality, they're not leaving for money. They're leaving because they want to go. They want to see the field. These are sophomores and red shirt sophomores that we talking about, and juniors.
Well, we ain't got that problem because our guys love the culture here. We got guys just sitting and waiting their turn here. So
when we ask if we messing up college football, I'm gonna say no. I like it. You know, I like it. You know, I've looked at it and looked at it and looked at it. I like it for a lot of reasons. As a former athlete, you want to use me for whatever it is, my name, image, and likeness. That's the part what we not realizing what it's for. It's good for college football because these kids are putting themselves on the line for a lot of different reasons. And we know all the factors that come into play with the nil win itself. And yes, we're going to have kids going here, kids going there, kids transferring. But the one thing is the ones that's been loyal through it all progress through the kneel and the reason it's there. So overall, you're gonna have your thoughts back and forth, but as an athlete, I would love to have played basketball when I played basketball for somebody to be paying me as much as I was talked about and all this and whatnot. Yeah, I would have loved to get paid for it. And it wouldn't have changed anything as far as in what team I would have went to or played for. I would have been loyal to the school that I was still playing for. And it just goes to show a lot of your background, so many factors in that. But I love it.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I said yes and no. Like, I feel like the college was making way too much money not to be giving these kids something. And then kids getting in trouble because somebody bought them a Happy Meal. You know what I mean? Like, it made no sense at all. Like I do love the fact that these kids is getting money, but nobody's regulating this stuff. You know what I mean? It's just it's a free for all. Like the UNLV situation where dude is like, I was told this and I'm not getting this, so I'm using my red shirt. You know what I mean? Good luck. Like that.
Hey,
That's
guess who is
insane.
regulating it, bro? Hey, guess who is regulating it? The parents. At the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, they have now opened up, and this is like when we're on the ask somebody else thing. This is one of the things that we talk about. You now have an opportunity to create generational wealth at the age of 18. Hold up. In the case of my man from Alabama, 17. At the age of 17, you can create generational wealth for your family. 19, 20, 21. Are y'all looking at these numbers? 500,000, 700,000, 1.3 million, 4 million, 5 million. These kids are now allowed to create generational wealth, and us out here on the outside that just working these regular jobs are looking at how they playing with this money like Monopoly. They are playing with this money like Monopoly. But I ain't gonna go there. We're gonna get there somewhere else, and I know y'all know how like this stuff goes deep. Like all of this stuff goes deep, and now we have an opportunity for our kids who have created this big mega multi-trillion-dollar industry, which is college basketball and football. In the NCAA, we don't know who they are. They've been taking all of this money from them. All of this money, and they ain't doing nothing. That's why you got the OGs coming like, hey, I'm suing y'all. Maurice Clarett, he's responsible for probably about $50 to $100 million for his 1 year at the Ohio State University. And they destroyed his career because he knew his worth. But like I say, that's a whole nother thing. Like this stuff goes deep. Just with life, it goes deep. But what they doing right now in the college football and basketball, which is the only sport that generates money so that they can have the little goofy sports in the university like throwing or fishing. They have fishing down south. You can get a scholarship for fishing. I love fishing. But like I say, this can go deep and there's a lot of money involved. And we now can generate generational wealth at the age of 17, 18, 19, 20 if we put our kids in position. So now it's up to us to take care of that money that they're giving us. We don't need nobody to regulate it. Hopefully they got some parents and people around them to help them invest that money. And guess what? A lot of them don't make it to the NFL. A lot of them don't make it. And if they do, they're out within 3 years. Get this money invested and set yourself up for life because of what you did in high school. And I'm done right there.
Man, I definitely believe that NIL muddies the water, man. I want NIL to stay in existence, but they have to regulate that thing, man. They got to do something. There's no way that you can have a player on somebody's team and you, as another university, is enticing this guy to jump in the portal for some bread, man. That's not cool. That's not cool.
This is semi-pro. This is amateur league. At this time, at this point, right now, this is amateur football.
Yeah, but that's not good business, bro. You shouldn't be doing that. That's not.
I know, but you giving the NCAA all of these billions of dollars for nothing. They bringing all this money in, and the players are the ones who built these universities.
Yeah.
These universities would be nothing without our brothers and sisters that's in here that got everybody buying your jerseys and tuning in when you playing. We do that, so you got to give us our money. You got to, and if we mess it up, we just mess it up. But y'all got to give them their money.
The NCAA is about to be null and void. The NCAA is about to be through.
Hey,
the Big Ten and SEC is coming together. So no, listen. The Big Ten and the SEC is coming together, and they're kicking the NCAA up out of here, and they're creating the own thing where we keep the money within all these universities. Like, not these whoever, we don't even know who the NCAA is. So what they're going to do is bring the Big Ten and the SEC together, and it's just going to be those two conferences. And everybody from the ACC and the Big 12 going to have to come join either one of them. And that's what it's going to be. And guess what? All the universities are going to flourish because they're all going to get like a lot of millions of dollars per year off of the television contract. Right now, the NCAA get all that money, and they give the universities just a little bit. So the university's about to take over.
Yeah, but
my phone about to die.
Oh, okay. What's probably about to get ready to happen is the football players, basketball players, athletes, period, are going to become employees of their university. They're going to start paying them for being there, and then their agents are going to have to negotiate their NILs, like what is that called in professional sports? Endorsements. They're going to be getting their own endorsements. That's what it's coming to, because the NCAA is going to be out of there.
This is the only thing that I don't know, like, how you would regulate it, is because the only way you could effectively do it is if you salary cap every program.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do.
But then how would you do that when you got different tier of programs? You got different universities bringing in different money. You know what I mean? Like when you watch an Alabama versus a Georgia on prime time and they bring in 10 million viewers, you getting your contracts based off of games like that. You're not getting the contract based off of Vandy versus Kentucky. You know what I mean? You're not. So how would you salary cap teams?
But no, you don't salary cap. Guess what? It's all equal throughout the board. It's all equal. Ain't nobody getting nothing less for nothing. They're cutting the checks to all the universities, and there ain't no salary cap. Right now, it's big bank take little bank, and now once they take the NCAA up out of it, and they get to keep all of the money within the universities. That's just think how, like me, big bro way up, I ain't gonna say way older than me, but big bro older than me. You know what I mean? But as long as we've been watching college football and college basketball, like they generate so much money. And these people in the NCAA, like we don't even know who y'all are or what y'all do. All y'all do is say, hey, this is our seal, and we gonna get our cut up off of y'all. Y'all know just like how the man do. It's just how they run it, how they run their plantation. Like the NCAA has been pimping only college football and college basketball because those are the ones that bring in the money. College baseball, yeah, they had a college World Series, and yeah, it's nice. Yeah, for the people who just the baseball teams down south where it's warm forever. You know what I mean? Like it ain't all over like that. Basketball, college basketball, and football is probably the best entertainment in the world.
Facts.
And the universities are mad and they like, who the NCAA? And what's this rule they got to where I can't get somebody home who needs to go home to a funeral? Or I can't buy a kid a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Time to
probably
get them out of here.
they're gonna probably give all of those universities that's a D1 school, not I ain't gonna say D1, Power 4 school. They're gonna probably get them all base salary, but then there's still gonna be incentives for your Alabama.
No, Rob, no. The Big Ten and the SEC are trying to do a checkmate.
Yeah.
They are the ones that's trying to bring everybody together and say, listen here, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have two conferences. Maybe we change it, maybe we don't. But I would think that these guys are so arrogant that you will only have the Big Ten conference and the SEC conference, and you have 30 teams in each conference. And everybody outside of here, we're not playing you. We're not playing Youngstown State. We're not playing Akron. We're not playing Chattanooga. We're not playing Mercer. We playing football. And it's a banger every week, and it's going down.
Well, did y'all hear about
Yeah.
the meeting that the ADs had, or that's coming up, or they
With
had?
the SEC and the Big Ten?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
about
that's what I'm talking about.
coming together to align.
That's what I'm talking about. They've been talking about it.
Yeah, so the Big Ten and the SEC want to get on the same page about playing the same amount of conference games, so it wasn't an unfair advantage if somebody decided to schedule all these cupcake non-conference games or not. So if they get on the same playing level, they play 8, then they're like, oh, okay, maybe we can cross play, and with like how the basketball got the ACC Big Ten tournament, maybe they could cross play like that every year, and you'll have that 9th game be a non-conference game, but it'd be against a Power 5 team. So
that's why they still up under the NCAA.
Yeah, it's still.
They trying to get away. They trying to get away. They trying to break away. And everybody knows that they need to because it's so much money in March Madness, bowl games, college football playoffs, like billions on top of billions of dollars with these TV contracts. That's why everybody allowed to get all this money in all the sports. It's only because of TV contracts and what your entertainment is. And college football entertainment is amazing. They give us a lot to talk about.
Well, let's tackle this NIL. We're gonna go to this last question. And I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but there's not gonna be any more signing of a national letter of intent on National Signing Day. What's your thoughts on that?
So,
because we don't trust y'all we don't trust y'all. So I don't know when. So when are they talking about having them sign it?
There's no more signing the national letter of intent. They got to come up with something else. But that's no more signing the national letter of intent on National Signing Day.
So there's
because they don't trust nobody. Yeah, ain't no commitment.
Your verbal commitment might be there, but until this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking until you sign a financial package at a university to go to that school, that's what's going to seal you into that school that you you get a financial package from to go to school there.
Right.
So what I think they're doing is it's just gonna be one date. Like this is when we signing. So and it may just be at the end of the year. You know what I mean? Like this is where we're signing, and guess what? You're bound to that contract. So you can't flip once you say that I'm going to Ohio State. But Miami or Texas then came and offered 1.5 million. So you like, shoot, I'm changing, I'm switching. So I think they're trying to get them to like once you commit, you commit it. And I think that's one of the things that they can like fix a little bit with this NIL stuff to where once you're committed, you're committed. Like you're at least gonna be committed for this year. You're not just you're committed to this team. Once you say I'm going to Ohio State, Texas can't come steal you. And I like that part. I like that part. They can't once you committed, you committed, and that's for your year. You ain't and they closed the transfer portal window. So we probably be able to talk about that at another time. Like they closed that up too, because they got too many times when they can hop in the portal. I can hop in the portal right after the season, or I can hop in the portal right after spring ball. I think they only got one time you about to be like this portal thing. I think it might be only one time. That's how you help the NIL stuff to where, guess what? You locked in for a year regardless. And if you do go to this place where you don't ball out, you done messed up.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. I think it gives because you're dealing with so much that's going on with the NIL in itself and kids wanting to do what they do, transfer the whole nine, shows loyalty. And that's not what's going on in college football no more. Deion's bringing it back, even though he's had kids that transfer. But when they say they're going to Colorado, they stay. I think, and that's for a lot of schools, not just Colorado. So I think it's a good thing. It, like I said, start with loyalty, and it'll build a bond and a trust with that player in that university. And I think that's where you want to start a relationship with these athletes, especially what's going on these days. Build that foundation of trust and loyalty and move forward. I think it's better for that person, like we talk about the 25 games and quarterbacks. Makes sense.
Back to that national letter of intent thing, but even when athletes were signing those national letters of intent, until they signed a financial package with that university, they wasn't really committed to that school until you sign that financial package. That national letter of intent wasn't no binding contract like it used to be. It used to be a binding contract, but nowadays it's not. The guys can be like, oh, I signed with this school and never sign a financial package to go to school there, never enroll in any classes, and then ended up going somewhere else. Drew McCoy.
That's how we was able to get Sang from Alabama.
Yeah, Drew
so
McCoy,
what you're saying is absolutely 100.
Yeah. So until you sign a financial package with a university, you're not in that. You ain't at that school. You ain't even there. You ain't even committed to that until you sign that financial package to go to school there.
And I think that's what they are trying to do on that end of the how can we help this NIL thing a little bit more, and that's to shrink that window down with the transfer portal where they can just go. I just really don't agree with how they just able to bounce like this. I think you need to put something in play to where you only get one transfer. Like you shouldn't be able to just be hopping around like a little prostitute, but you have to remember they the ones that created this and they like that little prostitution stuff. Like for real. They cool with that. They cool with that P. Diddy stuff. Cause this is what they do. That's how they do. And that's how I look at players that been at 3-4 universities. You've been prostituted.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. Like you done been at 4, you done been with 4. If you just put it over into be like, you done been with 4 women in 5 years. Like, you nasty. I don't want you. Y'all know somebody else that's on some other stuff, man. That's how it is, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. Well, we've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes, man. That's longer than what I expected. I had expected an hour.
Because guess what? We had a lot of people in here today. It was 6 of us.
Yeah,
We had a lot of people, so it stressed out a little bit. And we all gonna talk our talk. And I talk too much. I'll be looking at our I go back and re-look at our stuff. And sometimes I'll be like, bro, shut up for a minute and just shut up, let them talk for a second. Like, I'll be talking because I can talk, like this is what I do.
We content crazy.
It excites me.
Definitely.
Hey, I'm just sitting back listening to the free game, big homie.
Yeah, for sure. So Zay, I hope
appreciate it. Hey, guess what? You dropped in on your first day and you came with great knowledge. You came with great knowledge for the young G's. Just to let our viewers out there know that, like, hey, we got young G's out here that's watching this game too and understand it. So salute.
Appreciate you, big homie, for sure.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah, we went low. Look, Rob, look. Rob did not expect. Let me turn my camera on. Rob did not expect to be on here for 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Hey,
Rob ain't expect to be on here that long.
Like and subscribe to WTP Dudes.
Hey,
WTP
go.
Sports Dudes.
WTP Sports Dudes, like we go, and it's good stuff. And if you're on the job, you at work, like, just put us on and talk to us. Like, look, we got you 2 hours right now to get you through 2 hours of work if you're allowed to have your headphones in. We just got you through 2 hours of beautiful just content of just talking this good college football.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's some good back and forth on Ohio State college fans. I mean, Ohio State Oregon fans.
Yeah. IB, I'm coming. I can't wait for IB to get back on here after this Ohio State Oregon game. I can't wait to get him back on here. I can't wait to see what it's going to be, man.
IB is with the Buckeyes. Gerald is the one who like Oregon.
Gerald, yeah.
Oh, that was Gerald. Okay, it was Gerald.
That's
Okay.
the old brother.
My fault, IB. My fault. Yeah, so, hey, another great show from them WTP Sports Dudes. Hey, Rob, you did your thing starting this and getting it going. You did your thing, bruh. You did your thing, and, like, I look up so high to my WTP brothers, my big brothers, that, like I said when we was in the show, like, dog, it hurt me when I left in the 8th grade. All I wanted to do was put on the Braves jersey, bro, the basketball and football. That's all I wanted to do. And me and Dez talked about it at the WTP Sport reunion. Like, Dez was like, and, we never got to talk about it.
Yeah.
And Dez like, damn, that hurt us when you left, because I know what type of dog you is. Because we rode together. We was all in the gym together balling.
Could you imagine both of y'all on the wings? Mark Howell dishing y'all the
ball.
ball.
Because that's how we talk and communicate. Like, dude, like, are you stupid? Like, if y'all just locking in on Dez, and I'm over there too, and I'm a fucking sharpshooter. Like, that's like, we talked about that, and that was like, I mean, like I say, like, for real, like, one of my most traumatizing outside of losing my mom was leaving the Terrace and leaving my family, dog, because those are the dogs that I rode with, and like, even like, no, like, y'all didn't have no middle school basketball.
No.
That they got that the year that I left out the Terrace. They got that the year after I left. Then they start having middle school basketball. And our Ridgeview basketball team would have wrecked some stuff, dog.
Right, yeah.
And I know your Ridgeview basketball team probably would have too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you know who your dogs was out there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been real good.
Man. Yeah. But hey, great show tonight, man. WTP Sports Dude.
Definitely.
Subscribe, like. If you tuning in, comment, talk back to us, whatever.
For sure.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna send you a list of some names too, T, for some interviews that we could link and do for the basketball season too. Because I've been talking to a couple parents that got kids that play Northland staff. My brother, he coaches as well, so we're gonna start getting that.
I might start that right now and start going around and start talking to coaches while they're getting ready for the season.
Yep, I got you. I'm gonna send something to Northland's coaches, Ty and Cyrus, tomorrow, and let them know you're gonna be coming around for sure.
All right, that's what's up. I'm gonna have to get the game for everybody that want to go and be the recorders for City League for basketball season.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna have to submit that to the board because they got to make sure that whatever name I'm giving them can go in there and be in there, and you can't have nothing with Columbus City.
I send you.
So,
I send you my ID and what's the name tomorrow too. My ID. And,
it's just Clarno just gonna want me to give him the name,
Okay.
so that we can make sure that everybody that's going in there and representing on behalf of City League TV is legit and good.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it. I'm about to start getting looking up schedules and everything too. So you already know we on it, and I know you get them all.
Yeah.
You already know.
Make sure y'all take advantage of the fact that the stream is there, man. Set your own stuff up, man. Because I ain't always gonna be able to get on, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Got you.
Yeah, no doubt. But guess what? We know for sure us three gonna take care of everything.
Oh,
So
yeah.
somebody gonna be here.
I appreciate
We
you.
gonna,
Somebody gonna be here. And actually, people for their streams and stuff, they actually only go once a week. But hey, Rob, it's good that you